Hello and welcome. This video is all about the vendors in the cities and what they do, what they sell, their purpose, and just pointing out a few other things about people that give you repeatable quests as well as just one-time quests. But gonna go into all of that. It'll be a little busy. You'll see a lot of other players as I show you and interact with all these people. But without further ado, let's go ahead and start. First of all, I just want to show you that I am where I'm going to be at. So let's go ahead and go back. This is currently the city where I'm always at, Pujia Canyon. So I'll go ahead and show you where that's at on the map. It's West Valencia, and it is all the way down here at the very bottom. So this is where I hang out most of the time, or the city that I go to before I go and keep farming. But this is the city I'm going to show you the vendors and their purpose. So I'll go ahead and start that out. And first off, let's explain this. You're in a city, and on the map here, on the map itself, the bottom right corner is a little arrow thing. I'm tapping on that to expand it, to make it bigger. The icon on the far left with the scroll with the magnifying glass, it's just area information and selective quests. It's a list of repeatable quests that you can come to a city and just tap on it, and you can see a list rather than going to each person. But that's part of what I wanted to show you, and part of what it looks like. The globe down there just swaps you back to the world map. So I'll go back. Now, on the top right corner is the bars, and this is what I wanted to show you. These are all the icons for all the vendors. Going from left all the way down, excuse me, you'll see all these different types of icons, and then you'll see the ones that look like a person. You know, the icon of a person. Well, that's because it is. They sometimes they'll just be there, or they're part of the main storyline quest that you go visit them, and they'll have a quest for you so you can move forward. And once you're done with that, they're just a regular person. Now, I'm getting ahead of myself. We'll go ahead and start with the person we're next to, which is Kiran. Now, this person is a vendor for potions. That's what this icon on the bottom right corner of my screen is, the little potion bottle. And as you can see, sells small, medium, and large hit point potions. This is if you just need that extra boost of health starting out. You're probably going to only be able to afford the small and medium, but when you get all the way up to level 60 plus, it's large hit point potions all the way. You'll need a stack of it for farming, or for node wars, or for PvP, or even arena. Just you name it. That's what you'll be purchasing your money on. So hopefully you don't go through it like water. And that is the purpose of this vendor. Now you can also sell. At the bottom right corner it says sell all and sell junk. So I've collected through farming some cultist tokens, so I'm just gonna hit the sell junk in the bottom right corner. And thank you very much for taking my junk. Surprised there's not a person specifically who does that, but it's nice that they all do it. The next one down is Orwin. He's a brand new vendor. Wanted to go ahead and go over there and visit Orwin. You could talk to him. That's what that little that's what this little bubble thing is for chat. Never hurts to click on it and see what they say. But this is the icon for fragments, and these are the world boss drop fragments. So what you're looking at is, and I bought one, the red nose gear fragment. I'm trying to get very close to being able to craft a red piece of gear. But to explain what this is, when you go to a world boss and you fight them, you're gonna come away with 1 to 3 of a drop like this. You need to collect a minimum of 40 and upwards up to 150, depending on what the gear is and what the item is. So what they're telling you here is a daily limit per family is just one. However, it gets worse than that. Is the limit? Ah, yeah, it says a. Oh, okay, I saw that. The first three are daily limits, and then these ones down here that really count are weekly limits. And I looked at that. I was like, okay, I need red nose. I could wait a week. But really, what you're doing is you're doubling down if you have the money. Not everyone has 23 million to just crank away. Some do, but if you're starting out and you're just not rolling in the dough, 23 million is pretty steep. But if again you want to double down, you just fought Red Nose. You're gonna go over. You're gonna buy another Red Nose gear fragment. So instead of 3 or 2 that you got from him, you now have one more. So you're increasing it times 2. Um, so that's how this vendor works. And let's see. Yeah, it is nice that these are daily, and more. And I know the reason why they're daily is because you need 150 of each one of these to make a piece of red gear. If it was weekly, I will see you in 5 years by the time you finish collecting it, which is unreasonable. So anyway, all right, and that is how Orwin works. He's a world boss vendor for fragments that you collect to make red armor. The next one down is kind of a fun one. It's Patrigio. Sometimes I just don't know how to say these names. So we'll just hop on our horse and head over to him. As you can see, many people visit one vendor over another. So here we go. That's what the guy looks like. You can talk to him. And this guy is a random guy. So so if you read his little thing over here, want to buy an item but don't have money, if you reserve it, I'll hold it for you. You have 20 views. You're spending stamina to view the product. So we'll go ahead and view a product. Do you want to use 10? Sure, I got it. So he's basically saying, I'll give you this book for 2 million. You can reserve it. The market price for it is 277%. You can buy it or you can bargain. We're going to tap on bargain. By the way, 2 million for that book? I wouldn't even do it. If the bargain is successful, the price of the product will drop. Do I want to try bargaining? It requires another 10 stamina. Sure. So what you're looking at here is by giving Patrigio some gifts, you're increasing the bargain success rate. And there is a vendor in the same town here that sells gifts. So just to give you an idea, well, you'd have to be familiar with what these gifts are. Just think dinnerware, mirror, lamp, and this one I'm not 100% sure what that is, but if I had it, you'd see this bar or this arrow go a little bit closer so that I can successfully bargain. But since my bargain is at 10%, what the heck? Let's do it. Bargain. Sure. And it failed, obviously. So he still stands by his price of 2 million, 2.2 million. So it's like, no. And I'm going to just view a new product. He does have some good deals sometimes, but here we go. Let's look at another one. Good Armor Blackstone, just one for 1.4 million. So let's put this in perspective here. We'll go to the market, and we'll go to, is it Blackstones? Good Armor Blackstone. Do you see how much it is costing? Almost 200,000, and he wanted 1 point something million for just one? I mean, seriously, people. He's fleecing you. So, and the players of the market have lots to offer you if that's what you want. So you don't want to blindly just accept what he's selling. You kind of want to do a little research to say, hey, does it make sense? Sometimes it does make sense. Like this one. This one is reasonable. It's an ancient tablet chest. I mean, it's one ancient tablet for 150,000. Sure, that's a little pricey, but you don't really come across tablets very easy. You have to get them from questing or the node manager. And if you can straight up say, I'll take it, boom, we'll buy it. So we're going to buy it. There we go. Congratulations, you own one tablet. So you can keep going with him and see what else he has to offer. 5.1 million for one book? No. This is a good buy right here. Novice to Master Skill Book times 10. Times 10 skill books for 200,000. And he just was offering one skill book for millions. One was it 1.5, I think? Sure, why not? 200,000, we can do that. So we got that, and here's another one. Wow, you're a very giving person, Patrigio. Thank you. So I could do this all day, but you have 20 views, 20 things he'll offer. It's the luck of seeing what there is, and whether you common sense think it's a good buy. So that's how he works. And moving on, let's go to Betty. This is an object or icon that represents the gems. So we'll go ahead and show you what she sells. And there's Betty. And it is the crystals, the magic crystals. So the way this works is she will sell you 5 crystals and the price. If you're specifically looking for one type of crystal, then that's great. You can buy it at the cost that she's showing. What I usually do is there's a daily quest that says you need to spend 60 stamina to complete the daily quest. So I come to her and I purchased all, and it tells you how much it'll cost. Sure. And then down here where it says update, you can only update it 5 times, and you have to wait 30 minutes before you get. Now I'm not sure if it will refresh and give you one more after 30 minutes, or if it'll update all 5 in 30 minutes. But I wanted to show you what happens when you tap on update. So it's saying, do you want to spend 30 stamina to refresh the list? And I say yes. So now it's refreshed. As you can see, no big magic crystals here, but it all adds up. So I'll buy it, and then I come back to update again, and what I've spent so far is what I know. Patrigio, I spent about 30 there, and then about 30 here. So congratulations, I did my 60. But I usually in the morning come to her and I update until I see 60, and then I say yes, purchase all, boom. And not only am I increasing my crystal income so I could blend them all or fuse them all and make better crystals for my alts and my main, but I'm also knocking out a daily quest at the same time. So you don't have to do it, but that's what she does. So we'll go ahead and get out. The next one down is Nel Capu. And we'll go ahead and show you what that person does. It looks like 2 canisters. And there's Nell. So I'll explain the deliver first. So these are items that you can craft from your craft section in your camp. And if you're looking for silver, which this is a weird mechanic, you spend food and maybe a little bit of silver to craft it, but then you hand it to them and you'll get silver back. So you'd have to do the math there to see whether it's worth it. But I do believe if you do sell to him, I believe it might help him be more likable, or the amity towards you. I'm not 100% sure on that, but that's what he does. I come across the dragon statue and ominous rock fragments all the time through farming and questing and all sorts of stuff. So I can tell you that I get those 2 things almost on a daily basis, and I don't have to craft it. But these first 3 things, yes, I would have to craft it. And I don't go and sell to him. I actually throw it into my merchantry, because if it stacks up and then I go to a merchant, I can pull in about 1,000,000 plus for my stack. So there's a lot of math there, but this is not the guy I go to, but you could if you wanted to. The treasure. So I went into merchantry today and I got some items. The items are right here. A sealed treasure chest. It was through fighting. And this one, another sealed treasure chest, epic to an orange to a yellow. So I come over here to treasure. Now you can tap on multi-select and just select as many as you want, or cancel it and select one each if it's in a stack and how many are in that stack. But who wants to? You're there to open the treasure chests. You're not there to nitpick. I always tap multi-select. Check them. Check chest. So I got some golden objects. And what was that other one? I think it will tell me in my... Hold on one sec. Let's see. No. System? No, didn't tell me. Oh, that's a shame. Or I could just rewind the video. So, this is the other feature that this person does, is they open treasure chests from merchantry that you collect. So that's their 2 purposes, and I highly recommend getting to know this person, because if you are always doing merchantry, then you're going to know that person pretty well. So we'll go on to the next one from Nel Capu. It's Tahidman. So we'll go ahead and walk over to him. And I noticed that as you go to various towns, it looks like they have the same type of people, that same vendors, I mean. So this person, when you tap on the axe and the sword, he sells skill books. Now, it's 1 skill book. It's just like the crystal vendor. You have the update, can update 5 times, refreshes in 19 minutes. So if you're just starting out and you want to increase your skill books, but through farming you get a lot of skill books, so if you have the silver, you can do it. Now, I was curious what this protective aura is, because these books that he's selling is specific to your class. So Staff Mastery, Arcane Burst, Fireball. So Fireball is a spell I use, but the Protective Aura and the Protective Aura is an old spell that I don't use now that I'm an Archmage. So it goes to the family skill. So to be more specific, you go to skills. So I use Fireball, so there it is. I can help level it up, but that's just one book at that cost. So it's kind of like Patrigio, whether you want to do it or not. But all the others go to skill training for the family skill training section. So if you want to do it, you can. But if you farm, you're going to get lots and lots of skill books. So you don't need to spend the silver. But that's a your call sort of thing. Alright, moving on. Let's see. Esmer is just a regular person. The Altar of Memory is a teleport pad where you teleport to other cities and you come into the city from if you didn't come in through horseback. The Bashim Crossroads and the Wargon's Nest are entrances to this city that I'm in through horseback or running through that you come into it. So if you're next to somewhere on a map, you can just go there and go to the next map over. You don't have to use the altar. So going up from Wargon's Nest, the Lamin is just a regular person. So now on to Litchi, the person with the green circle and the exclamation point. We kind of already told you what that was. This is a person who offers a repeatable quest. You can do this quest as many times as you want, and it will always be there. However, I looked at this before doing this video, so when I talk to him, he tells you, here's the name of it, and the story behind it, and he doesn't like the Bashims, so could you go beat up on the Bashims? Let's look at this closely. I could repeat this quest, yay! Oh, but he wants you to kill 500 of them. Oh, that's why this quest will take you a while. Unless you are really high up there and the Bashims are nothing to you, then go right ahead. The contribution experience is good. The silver's not bad. It's decent. But what makes this quest worth doing is this. Grand Black Stones. You get 3 of them. So if you work it into whatever you do, like if you're questing to kill Bashims, pay a visit to them. Accept the quest. Kill 500, you still need to kill a lot more than that. Come back to him, get the quest again, kill 500, you're raking in some Grand Black Stones in the meantime. So it's helpful to understand why, what is in every city and what's to offer. And I did show you on the map, it was the scroll with the magnifying glass on the left. So you roll into a city, tap on this, selective quests, and you're like, oh, okay, I can do that. I'm farming them anyway, so let's do that. And there is a quest out there to beat on them as much as possible, and you get the stones for it. So, this is just maximizing resources coming in. So that's what this person does, is he offers a repeatable quest. Going to the next person with the gift box is exactly what this Callie is exactly what Callie does. There was the Patrigio that said, hey, if you throw me some gifts, you might be able to change my mind and bargain for a much, much lower price. So you come over here to this shop, tap on it, and look at that. The hanging bell was one of the things that he wanted. The shell hand mirror was another thing he wanted, and the luxurious silverware set. You could craft these things. I think you can. Maybe not. But I do know that you get these things randomly in the node manager. If you zoom out to the map, and you'll see this hand that is glowing, you tap on it, and it will be one of these things: hanging bell, the mirror, the silverware set. I haven't seen many roses, blue roses, but oh, look, it updated. Or gold bookmark. So this person sells gifts that people ask for, and to raise the I think it's pronounced amity, the likable, them to like you. They ask for these things, so you can go see what a person wants to raise their ability to like you, and go buy it, and it will help you keep raising that. And the reason you do that is when you go to buy something from them. I mean, it could be anyone, but they usually have a different icon over their head. It's green. It's a green exclamation point, and it lets you know, hey, that's a vendor. I can increase their liking me through gifts. So Callie is your person you want to visit to see if they have the gift you need. Moving on to Purio. Purio. We'll go ahead and hit the horse here. And sometimes they put these people far away. So this person says fish delivery. So in this game, if you're the type of person that says, I like to fish, that's what I enjoy doing in this game, so I want to fish. Fishing helps increase your food supply for your camp, and you can come to this person and you can sell your fish for silver. Uh, the reason why the silver is so low is because it's very super easy to get all of these fish. Maybe not the purple one so often. As you can see, the silver is like more than double if you get a purple. But the fishing mechanic in this game is never ending. You can fish as much and as long as you like. If that's what you like doing, you can fish everywhere around this world. But just know that that's what this vendor's for, is to say, hey, I'll take some of those fish off your hands, throw you some silver, and it refreshes in 8 hours. Just like the skill books, just like the crystals, you can update it. It will cost you stamina to update, so just be aware. And this puts your stamina to good use, so it's not wasted and not just sitting there. But that is the purpose of Purio, is to give you some silver for uh, your fishing task, or whatever you like to do with fishing. All right, next person, Salmon. Almost done here. Sorry the video is a little bit long. Just wanted to go into each person in detail so you can say, oh, I remember that icon. I remember what it's for. They are trying to be self-explanatory with their icons, but sometimes people are just like, I don't know what that is. So Salmon, his shop is all about the in your camp. You can grow food in your camp, and this person sells you the seeds. And just to give you an idea, you're familiar with all the colors, from white all the way to yellow being the best. So as you can see, you can come here to buy some seeds, and this corn seed in 1 minute will give you 3 food. So if you need some quick food, very quick food at a slow pace, 3 food in 1 minute, ugh, that's like 12 slots, I think. So 36 food a minute You'd have to do the math to see if it's worth it, but it increases. In 10 minutes, 19 food. The hot pepper, 3 hours for 405. The saguaro seed, 8 hours for 900. And the prickly pear seed for 20 hours, almost the whole day, 2005 food. So, in your garden, this is the best one to do. It is a bit pricey. For one of them is 7,000 silver, so I know that I'm not complaining, since I have 500 million, so, what's 7,000? But I go a different route, and in a different video, I'll show you about the garden and how I work it. But this is your guy to go when you're out of seeds and you need more seeds. So we'll go ahead and get out of there. And Kavir is next. I always go to Kavir because my pets need food. And so this is the guy I mostly dock at in a city and sell to. So he sells low cost feed for my pets. He also sells writs or papers that you buy, and it goes into your farm area, and the chickens and the sheep and the guanaco produce food as well as drops like golden fleece or a golden egg, and those sell for $1 million plus. So there's benefits to having your farm stocked up, and this is the guy you see to do that. Just pay attention to the where does it show? There it is. The first line where it says required space 1 grid square. Just because you have 36 squares doesn't mean every animal is 1 grid square. So you want to pay attention to that, because the sheep is 2 grid squares. And the last one is 3 grid squares. So your poor farm area can fill up real quick with the guanaco. So, and it gives you all the details, the food from harvest, and if you needed to slaughter them, the food from there. So, again, if you need quick food, you can slaughter your animals in your farm. I wouldn't recommend it. I highly wouldn't recommend it, because it takes like 1 day plus for them to even start producing. So if you just slaughter them, you're going to come back here and buy them, and then you have to wait before they actually become active and actually start producing for you. But once it gets started, every day they start rolling in food for you. So take slaughtering them very seriously. He also is the person to buy the horse taming rope from. I thought he'd also be the guy to buy the cubes. And as you can see below, it's the horse and wagon name change. So if you're not happy with the name of your horse, for 10,000 silver you can change it to your heart's content, along with your wagon. I'm sure Pearl Abyss prevents you from naming your horse and wagon something offensive. So that is Kavir. And last but not least is the bounty mission. Now, I can't show you this, the bounty mission board, because every morning I start here at the bounty mission board. And see, I click on it, you've reached your mission. It'll show you 3 options to go get 5 pieces of wood, collect 5 wood, or go into Ramones, or go into one regular PvP fight. It's varying options with the bounty mission, but that's its purpose. The reason why I check here first every morning is they may say, hey, we want you to go and do this right here. and it's like get 5 pieces of log. So chop down a tree to get 5 pieces of log. You're like, well, I need to do that anyway, so why not double it up? I'll select it, and then I'll go chop my 5. Even a guild quest will have in there, if I click on it and go to quests under life skills. See, look at that. Forge herbs 5 times, mine log trees 5 times. So you can knock out one action 3 times. You can do your guild quest of logging 5 trees. You can do the bounty quest of getting 5 trees. And it could be a daily quest. It's actually forge herbs is 3 times, I believe, every day. So I usually double up my guild quest of forging 5 herbs with the daily quest of doing 3 herbs. So it just knocks everything out much, much quicker. And there you have it. That is all of the people that you will find in a city and what their purpose is. So I do thank you very much for enjoying this video, and I hope I explained everyone very thoroughly. But until then, I'm going to get back to it. You have yourself a wonderful day. Bye now.